Begin with your legs stretched out in front of you, and on your exhale, fold your torso over your straightened legs. You can keep your hands on your legs here, just keep it nice and easy. You can sway around from side to side, just work through your muscles here, calming yourself down, calming your muscles down, and continue to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose, and breathing into the tight areas in your muscles. As you sit here, you'll want to avoid sitting on your tailbone, so if this is difficult for you at this time, take a pause and grab a blanket or a towel so you can sit on the edge of that. So gently bring yourself back up to an upright position with your torso and just hug your right knee into your chest, stepping on your right foot. Coming into a twist, bring your right arm behind you and then bring your left elbow to your right knee. Take an inhale, lengthen up through your spine, and take an exhale and twist towards the right. You'll want to keep your left foot active, so just keep pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Try not to knock your knee out of alignment on the right side, so keep your knee right above your ankle as you twist. Keep breathing deeply, inhaling and finding length, exhaling and deepening your twist. Release out one final exhale, and then on your next inhale, come back to center and bring the bottom of your right foot to your inner thigh. Once again, double check that you're not sitting on your tailbone, and on an exhale, fold your torso over your straightened leg. As you're here, continue to breathe deeply. Inhale and release it out through your nose. Find as much length in your spine as you can, but mainly this sequence is about relaxing and letting go, releasing out your muscles and letting yourself calm down. So just take this moment and relax over your leg. On your next inhale, slowly come back up with your torso to an upright position and take that right leg, cross it over your left, and then bend your left knee so that your foot is underneath your right hip. Coming into another twist, wrap your left arm around your right leg and twist around once again to the right. This just is a bit more of a hip opener than the previous twist, so just continue to do as before, lengthen up through your spine on your inhales, and on your exhales, try and deepen your twist slightly. The whole time you should be keeping your hips even on the ground. Keep your right foot flat on the floor as well, and just relax here for a moment into this twist. Slowly unwind back to the center and take an inhale and raise your arms up towards the ceiling, stretching your side body. On an exhale, slowly release your hands back down by your sides. And come in one more time on an inhale, raise your arms all the way up, reaching up towards the sky, looking upward, and then slowly releasing back down on the exhale. Now you can come back, straighten your legs, and bring your legs out stretched in front of you, flexing your feet, coming into a forward bend in this position one more time on your exhale, slowly releasing your torso over your straightened legs. Really get into the backs of your legs here, releasing out those hamstring muscles. Sometimes I find it helpful to gently sway back and forth from side to side to really get into those hamstring muscles as I stretch. Gently bring yourself back up to a seated position now, coming into a twist on the left side. Hug your left knee into your chest, bring your left arm behind you and your right elbow to your left knee. On your inhale, lengthen up through your spine, and on your exhale, deepen your twist. You'll want to keep looking back with your gaze as much as possible in order to complete the full expression of the twist throughout your spine. Try not to forcefully look backwards, but just gently as much as you can. Bring your gaze towards that direction. Continue to breathe deeply through your nose. Inhale and find length all the way up through that twist, through your spine, up, out through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, deepen your twist. Slowly unwind back to the center and bring the bottom of your left foot to your inner thigh. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, fold your torso over your straightened leg. And just relax here, breathing deeply, gently swaying from side to side if needed, just to get into those muscle fibers. And just continue to relax over this leg. Bring your attention back to your tailbone. Make sure that you're not sitting on top of it. Make sure that your pelvis is tilted forward and you're sitting right up on those two sits bones as you relax your torso over. Gently bring yourself up to a seated position once again, bringing your left leg crossing over your right this time and bending your right knee so your right foot is underneath your hip. Coming into the twist on the left side, wrap your right arm around your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist around. Breathe deeply, inhaling, lengthen up through the full expression of this twist throughout your spine. Exhale, deepen your twist slightly without forcefully pushing anything. Just breathe and continue to twist. Bring your attention back to your hips, making sure they're still even on the ground. Take one final inhale and exhale here, and then release your twist. Taking an inhale and reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, reaching up equally through both hands, and then slowly releasing it down on the exhale. One more time. Inhale, reaching up through both hands, and then exhale, releasing down by your sides. Getting ready to come out of this pose, bring your legs out to the side into Upavista Konasana, keeping your toes and your knees pointed up towards the ceiling. Slowly fold your torso in between your legs, once again finding as much length in your spine as possible, breathing into those hamstrings as well as your inner thighs. Keep your legs pointed upward, your toes and your knees pointed towards the ceiling, hips are even on the ground. We're still not sitting on our tailbone, so we're still upright on those two sits bones. And just breathe as we relax over. This is a great pose to do if we've just done a lot of leg work, such as running or anything really relating to your legs. So definitely keep this one in mind for post-workout. So keep your torso down and just walk it over, hovering above your right leg. Still keeping both hips even on the floor, just stretching your torso over. Continue to breathe deeply, inhaling and release it out, gently stretching our back and our legs. Now just keep your torso down and over that right leg, just stretching up and over on the diagonal with your left arm, stretching the left side of your torso. Bring your attention back to your hip bones, making sure your sits bones are even on the floor, your hips are even in the same plane. And then slowly coming back up through center and coming straight into leaning over to the left, reaching your right arm up and over on the diagonal. Breathing here into the right side of your torso. Reaching energy through our right hand, through our fingertips, energy up through the crown of our head as well in the same direction on the diagonal, up and over. One more breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Turn towards your left leg, folding your torso over that leg, still keeping your hips even on the floor. Just relax. You can bring your hands down to the ground, keep them on your leg, whatever is comfortable for you. Continue to breathe deeply, keeping your feet active. Sits bones are even on the ground. Breathing. Release it out. Come back to the center with your torso. One final forward fold in Upavista Konasana. Continuing to breathe through your nose, releasing out that spine, and then slowly walking up to a seated position with your torso. Bring your feet in towards each other into Baddha Konasana, so keeping your feet together. Make sure you're not sitting on that tailbone. Keep those sits bones on the ground evenly. Take an exhale and slowly fold over your legs. You can now bring your elbows to your knees and use your arms to help you gently press your knees down towards the ground. If you do not want to do this, if it's too intense of a stretch, you can always just stay in a forward fold, leaving your arms where they were. Find as much length in your spine as possible. Breathing into this forward fold. Take one more inhale and exhale, and then slowly and gently come back up to a seated position and come to lying on your back. While you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest at first, flexing your feet, keeping them active, gently rocking back and forth, massaging out your back a little bit. And then when you're ready, hug your right knee into your chest, straightening out your left leg, still keeping both feet active. Breathe here, release out that hip, release the tension. And then slowly bring your right knee over to the left side, twisting, keeping the right shoulder down on the ground and looking towards your right arm with your gaze. Just as we've done with the other twists throughout this sequence, Find length on your inhales through your entire spine as it twists around. And with each exhale, try and deepen that twist, bringing that shoulder closer and closer to the ground if it's not there already. Looking even further towards the right. Continuing to breathe here. Breathing into the twist. Gently bring your leg back to the center, hugging that knee into your chest one final time, and then switching legs, bringing your left knee into your chest. Breathing into your left hip at first. Before you twist it over, just release out the tension in the hip socket. And then on your exhale, bring your left knee over to the right side and twisting towards the left. Bring your left shoulder down towards the floor, stretching your left arm out, looking over towards the left as well. On your inhales, lengthen through that twist, through the crown of your head, and on your exhale, deepen your twist a little bit further, bringing that shoulder closer and closer down towards the floor. Very small movements. We're still keeping our feet active, so they're still flexed as we twist over. And then slowly coming back to the center and coming into a final shavasana. Straighten your legs out in front of you, separate them slightly, relax them, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Chin should be lower than your forehead. Close your eyes, deepen your breath, breathing through your nose, inhale, releasing it out, focusing all your attention on your breathing at this time. You can remain here for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sequence and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.